Good morning, my dear brothers and sisters. This is Father C with your Monday morning message for Monday, September 23rd. Here we are getting closer to the end of September. Where has the time gone? As I begin all my Monday morning messages, I want to say thank you to all those who joined us for the celebration of the Mass here in person this past weekend. And I also say thank you to those who joined us watching via the live stream, those who were unable to join us because of physical limitation or illness. For those of you who are ill and unable to make the Mass, please know that, as always, you are in our thoughts and our prayers. And if we can do anything for you, please call the parish office at 717-624-4121. Again, that's 717-624-4121. And so thank you for participating in the liturgy. Last weekend, we had our takeout turkey dinner. And with our takeout turkey dinner, it was another successful one. You guys are amazing. We sold 633 meals, and we made a profit of over $5,400. So I want to thank our parishioners and members of the community who support our efforts by supporting the dinner. And I also want to say thank you to all the many dedicated volunteers who make it possible. I am truly grateful for all of your hard work and your commitment to this very successful fundraiser for our parish. As we look ahead, next weekend, as I mentioned at Mass, we will celebrate the 26th Sunday of Ordinary Time. But traditionally on September 29th, it is the Feast of the Archangels, Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. And so we'll be remembering at all of our Masses next weekend, all of our first responders. Oftentimes we invoke St. Michael to protect our firefighters or police officers. And I also will include our servicemen and women. And so I want to remember all of them in our prayers next weekend in the petitions, and an appreciation for their dedicated service. And we ask St. Michael the Archangel to protect them. St. Michael's Day is a big thing in some of the various cultures throughout the world. And so at the 12:30 bilingual Mass, prior to Mass, we will have devotion to St. Michael. And during the Mass, I will bless the images of St. Michael the Archangel, both statues and pictures. And so if everyone would like to participate in that, you're all welcome to join us for the bilingual Mass. Next week's bilingual Mass, the readings will be in Spanish, the order of the Mass will be in English, and the music will be in Spanish. So music and reading Spanish, order of the Mass in English. And so everyone's invited to participate in that. If you are a young person studying Spanish and you want to learn a little bit about culture, please join us for the celebration Mass. All are welcome in that liturgy as we celebrate St. Michael. So special way we'll be blessing the images at the 12:30 Mass, and everyone's welcome to participate in that liturgy. September 30th, my dear brothers and sisters, I will be heading off to our Diocesan Priest Workshop, our annual workshop down in Maryland. So I will not be here from September 30th through October 4th. I'll be returning October 4th. We will have a special First Friday schedule. The Mass for vocations will be at 3 o'clock, and following Mass, we will have adoration from 3:30 to 5. Confessions will be available from 4 to 5 on Friday. So that will be a change in the schedule. There will be morning Mass at 7:30. Father O'Brien has graciously agreed to celebrate the 7:30 Mass on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So he will be here to celebrate that Mass for the parish and for those in the area who would like to attend daily Mass. So thank you to Father O'Brien. The Tuesday evening Mass at 6:30 will be celebrated by Father Ignacio. People across Keys Village, yes, Father O'Brien will be celebrating the Mass at 10 o'clock over in the Nyack area. So he will be taking care of the Mass across Keys Village that day. So many thanks to Father O'Brien, and Father Ignacio will be covering the Spanish Mass on October 1st. The Blessing of Pets will be Sunday, October 6th at 5 p.m. in the back parking lot. Please feel free to bring your furry family members, and I'll be very happy to bless them at that time. And of course, if it rains, I'll open up my garage and we can have drive-by blessings at 5 o'clock. But we want to, typically I'd like to try to do it on October 4th, the Feast of St. Francis, but unfortunately because of the schedule, it just wasn't possible. Also on October 4th, we do have our family First Friday family movie night at 7 o'clock. and the movie we'll be watching is Hotel Transylvania. So that'll be Friday, October 4th at 7 o'clock here in the Parish Center. Come in door 6. The door is open between 6:45 and 7:15, and the movie starts promptly at 7 o'clock. So many things happening. Next month, October, is Respect Life Month, and so we pray for the protection of all human life from the moment of conception to natural death. And also, October 7th is Our Lady of the Rosary, so I encourage parishioners to pray the Rosary throughout the month of October, and whether you do it at home. If you have families with young kids, if you can get through one decade a day, that's good. Just do one decade then, but I do encourage you to pray the Rosary, because when we pray the Rosary, it's as if the Blessed Mother is taking us by the hand and leading us to her Son, Jesus. And of course, as I've been posting, our getting ready for All Saints Day and All Souls Day. And so I have that information on Facebook. There's only one Vigil Mass on the 31st, and that'll be at 5 o'clock. That's because of the trick-or-treating from 6 to 8 in New Oxford Borough. So to make it more safer for everybody, we just will have Mass at 5 o'clock, and that'll be the only Mass. And then our Masses on All Saints Day will be 9, noon, and 7 o'clock. As I posted somewhere, and I'll post it in the bulletin, the 7 o'clock Mass, if our parish children would like to dress up as saints, they are more than welcome to do so. And participate in that liturgy. So that would be the 7 o'clock Mass on November 1st, if you would like to, participate by dressing up as a saint. And so that would be great. November 2nd, we will have Mass at 7:30 a.m. for the first Friday. We will also, of course, have our usual Holy Hour on November 2nd from 8 to 9, with confessions from 8:05 to 8:50. We'll have our normal Saturday afternoon confessions from 3 to 4 and Mass at 4:30. And then also I will be doing a Mass in Spanish at 6:30 on All Souls Day. And so that will be, their devotion on November 2nd. On November 3rd, that's a Sunday, we'll have our normal Sunday Mass schedule, 8, 10:30, and 12:30. But at the 10:30 Mass, we will have our traditional Mass of Remembrance. And so what I'm asking people to do, we will be remembering at that Mass all of our parishioners who died within the past year since last November. But we will also, as I always do, open up to family members of parishioners who have died. So if any parishioners had a family member who's passed away and you would like to, in the past year, and would like to remember them at that Mass, please call the parish office. Again, the number is 717-624-4121, and let Becky know. I'd like to get that information by the Wednesday prior. That would be the 30th of October, by the end of the business day. So please, notify the office if you'd like to add a name to be remembered at the Mass of Remembrance on November 3rd. So there's a lot of things that we're looking forward to, my dear brothers and sisters. It's very busy. So let's, work together and trust the Lord with all our heart, soul, and strength. And so keep up the good work, my dear brothers and sisters. You guys are doing a tremendous job. And so keep it up. I know times are challenging and difficult for many of our families, but you guys are doing an amazing job. You're responding well. And so thank you for your generous support. And so until next time, may God bless you and Mary keep you. And I hope you all have a good week. God bless.